Hey guys, it's Tom here with Hilltop Machine Works, back in the shop for just a small little project. It's one of those that are on the bottom of the list to get to, and I just hadn't had any time to get to it, but I got wrapped up with what I was working on. Still got a little bit of time left before the wife comes home, so I figured we'd go ahead and knock this little project out. So most of you are familiar with the lathe push tools, I guess you'd call it. So basically what it is you've got this round bearing, and it goes in the tool, or some people mount it on the side. And then so what it does, so if you've got a piece of thin round stock that's kind of wide, and you're trying to basically get it parallel with the chuck itself, so it's sitting in the chuck, but the problem is it's cantywampus just a little bit. So then as it's spinning in the chuck, it's doing this number here, right? So what you do with this simple lathe push tool is, if it's coming in and that thing is wobbling, then you come in with this and you push it, and you push against it, and you hit that high spot, and then slowly, next thing you know, she's running nice and true. So I need one of those to add to the arsenal. I picked up this pack of bearings off eBay. You know, it came from China. It's always good to have a bunch of extra knick-knack paddywhacks around, and I didn't have a lot of bearings, so I grabbed these. These are cheap. Apparently it's a common size. And the center hole is 8 mil. So I dug up my metric drill bits, and we are going to make one. So I think the plan is, I got this piece of 3/4 by 3/4 aluminum stock. Probably going to go ahead and just mill down the top a little bit, so we'll get it down to 5/8 dimension. That way it'll fit in the tool holders over there on the Inco lathe. Once I get the dimension down to 5/8, I think we'll go ahead and drill the 8mm hole, and then once the hole is drilled, then we'll come in with an end mill and cut out the center section. That way the bearing can fit into it. I don't have any 8mm round stock, so we'll find something close to it, turn down a little piece, and we'll just press it through the hole, put a little red Loctite on it, and wham bam, thank you ma'am, we got a quick and easy little lathe tool. So let's go over to the mill and get set up and get it knocked out. We are set up over at the mill. Got a 1-inch 2-insert cutter here. Either that's high-speed steel or non-coated carbide, one of the two, I can't remember. Anyway, so we're just going to buzz about 3 passes off, about 42 thou each. So I'll take it down to 126 thou, or just about 1/8 of an inch. So it'll be 3. So then it'll be down to 5/8, so it'll fit in the tool holder. So let's make a couple passes here. Alrighty, easy enough. Let's get it set up to drill the hole, and then we'll mill the slot. I flipped it on its side, so drilling the hole in. Just used my edge finder, picked up both ends or edges, and then just came in half the width here, and then kind of figured out about where I wanted the hole, so I came in 297 thou. So now we'll just use a center drill, get it started, and we'll drill a 8mm hole. See if she'll fit. Probably not. One hole done. Let me flip it back on its top and bottom, and we'll mill the slot. Alright, I'm all lined up. 5/16 end mill. I was going to plow through, but you know, make life a little easier. I'm going to do, I got a 1/4 inch drill bit. I'm going to go ahead and drill some holes. That way it'll be easier to run this through the middle. Spot drilled in since she wants to flex. Can't get no love today. Spot drill doesn't have very long flutes, so Gotta get the chips out before they pack up too tight. Alright, let me get the end mill in. Alrighty, end mill's in. Let's make us a trough. Coming in 800 thousandths. Taking it easy, you don't want to break the end mill. About 50 thou left. Alright, we're there. 1 milled slot, 2 holes, hopefully be a closer press fit. We'll probably round these corners off and we'll have us a tool. Well, Houston, we have a little problem. So here she is. I rounded the corners, but as you notice, yeah, that drill bit walked going in. So it's supposed to be an 8 mil drill, which comes out to 315 thou. Here's a 315 thou gauge pin. So she goes in, as the drill bit was going through and coming out, she's fine. But look how much you got in there. You say holy macaroni. So yeah, that drill bit seriously walked. I mean, I know if you really would need a precision hole, you'll bore. I didn't think that the drill bit would walk that bad. This is a 351 gauge pin, so she goes in snug. So that's how much it opened up. So that's like 36 thou that drill bit wandered and enlarged that hole. So I guess I'm gonna have to fire up the TIG welder. We'll have to weld this up. You know, I wanted to drill it to a nice precise hole and then ream it, but I don't have that much metric reamers. I don't have any, I don't think. So because this bearing, the ID is metric and OD is metric since they came from overseas. So I guess we'll have to pick this project up tomorrow. Bummer.